Welcome to Last Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe by compiling all news, announcements, and general posts by the developers from the forums, Reddit, Twitter, and even their live streams. Timestamps and the sources are available in the description if you need them. Without further ado, let's go over the news from the 1st of January to the 24th. Starting this episode off, for PC, you have Hotfix 29.6.4 all the way to Hotfix 29.6.7. I do have patch note videos on the channel if you wish to listen to all the fixes, changes, and additions made throughout those hotfixes, but of course links to the patch notes directly are in the description of this video. Nightwave Series 3 Glassmaker has concluded on all platforms. This means you can no longer access the Nightwave menu for Series 3. All your Nightwave Series 3 creds, you can't use them in future series, and if you want to sell them for credits, you can via your inventory screen. Once again, Nightwave Series 3 Glassmaker has finally ended after 7 months. There was an issue with Teshin's storefront for the Steel Path, where players who initially purchased Umbra Forma from him in the first rotation could not do so when Umbra Forma returned. DE have made an account correction for these players, and those affected were over 12,000 players. So they have been repaired, and those players can now purchase Umbra Forma moving forward. Devstream 151 is on the 29th of January, and in regards to Devstreams moving forward, DE have made the announcement that rather than 2 Devstreams a month, they will be moving to 1 major Devstream a month with plenty of notice and plenty of information organised into 1 hour. It'll have just a teaspoon more organisation in our typically candid and fun dev streams. Their goal is to simply give you, the community, more of a guide in when to expect what we show, as they have accrued a lot of ship what we shown debt, and the organised monthly format should make the timelines of when to expect things more solid. Once again, the first dev stream of 2021 is on the 29th of January at 2 PM Eastern Time. Operation Orphix Venom has ended on PC. Operation Orphix Venom was an event that was running throughout the Christmas and holiday period, but it has since ended on PC. And for those that want the Lavos Warframe or its signature weapon, the Cedo, you'll be able to get it from the father in Deimos for Intrati standing. You will have to reach their ranks in order to purchase each item, and to clarify, Lavos' blueprint will be available at rank 2, Lavos' chassis, neuroptics and systems rank 3, the Cedo blueprint rank 4, and the Cedo barrel, receiver and stock at rank 5. DE will also be launching their third part of the ensmallering process for Warframe, essentially reducing the game's overall size on your hard drive, this time by 3.6 gigabytes, but you will need to download 7 gigabytes. This part focuses on mesh accuracy. As you can see on screen, you can see the eyes of the operator changing to be more sharp and bold, but that's about it. You also have sound fidelity improvements with DE sharing. We are making some changes to the way we handle encoding of Warframe's audio. We are replacing XWMA with Opus and a new ADPCM encoder. ADPCM will provide less noise and brighter mids. It also has improved spatialization so that the full audio mix just feels more alive. Here is a spectrum plot of sine sweep 20 to 20k with the new ADPCM encoder above the old. In general, Opus will really improve the way you hear Warframe's accompanying music. We also expect this to improve general synchronization and any startup lag. Stay tuned for a future dev stream where we go over this in a bit more detail for the audio files out there. On Twitter, Warframe's audio director shared the following. Coming soon is an update to all audio codecs, compression and decompression used in Warframe. This is for all sounds in the game. Not only will file sizes be smaller, but quality will be better. Win-win. The following is an in-depth explanation with examples. Change from an older version of ADPCM to newer that prevents high and low frequencies better and improves spatialization. This will be used on sound effects, powers, weapons, ambiences, and more. And he links to a SoundCloud file, where the first is the original file, the second is the old codec, and the third is the new codec. In the second follow-up tweet, he said, change from using XWMA to Opus for music and voices. This is a huge win for music, as the quality gets better and music timing gets better. XWMA produced unpredictable results for looping music sometimes, so there were instances of music being really out of time. There is a little video as well. ADPCM is cheaper for our engine to decode versus Opus, but Opus looks better and is better suited for streaming sounds, music, and voice. So PC will use the new ADPCM and Opus, PS4 will use ATR-AC9, which is required to go with Sony's codec, and Xbox will use ADPCM and Opus, and Switch is all Opus. We also upgraded our sample rate converter, so for example, when we need to convert a raw audio file to be higher fidelity, it requires sample rate conversion. This can introduce artifacts into the sound, so improving this will also make things sound better across the board. As a bonus, because a number of people have asked, we need to compress sound in the game, like everything, because playing back all uncompressed audio would be too CPU and streaming intensive, and also, the game's download size would be huge, so we aim for the best compression we can get. Lastly, for console players, Operation Orphix Venom has gone live on your platforms, and it will end on the 22nd of February at 3 PM Eastern Time. The operation is live on Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch alongside update 29.6.5. There is one contest ongoing at the moment on the Warframe forums, and that is the Necramech Showcase contest. In order to enter, you will need to use Captura to create a video of a battle scene featuring your Necramech. They recommend using Captura's advanced camera controls, then submit your video to the contest thread for judging. You will have to keep in mind that you will need to spawn enemies into your Captura scene to have the proper fight for your submission. The prizes is a custom-made Necramech statue by a community member of Nalfi, as well as Nezha Prime Access. For second place, you just get Nezha Prime Access, third place 1000 Platinum, 4th place 750 Platinum, and 5th place 500 Platinum. The rules are 1 submission per player, the video must not exceed 30 seconds, the video cannot be edited outside of Captura tools, submission must be your original work, submissions must be appropriate for the community forums, submissions must be made to the official English contest thread, you must not reserve spots in the official contest thread, and submissions that do not follow these rules will be disqualified. The winners will be chosen based on the creativity and quality of the overall battle scene, and the contest will end on the 4th of February at 1 PM Eastern Time. Every player on each platform can participate in this. Moving on, we had a tweet from DE Steve, this is for those that care about it, and that is, can you be banned for using Reshader? And Steve replied, no. And then someone asked, can I get banned for playing on Linux with Proton? And will Warframe have more Linux and Proton support in the near future? Steve replied, no bans, but aside from some minor wine fixes in the past, I can't promise much here at the moment. Sorry. Anyway, that concludes this episode of Last Week in Warframe. Thanks for watching. This is the return for the series after 7 months, so we'll see how it goes, if the news is consistent moving forward.